2016 was another great year for the Chamber in our region. We made the short list for Chamber of the Year, announced almost $500 million in economic development and over 600 jobs. And we did the first ever South Central Kentucky launch experience touching every 8th grader in Bowling Green and Warren County. In 2017, we're looking forward to some additional education initiatives and starting the year off strong with some major projects announced in the Trans Park. Happy New Year!
Hey, Joel Nivens and Blake Blackburn here. We're just excited for 2017, and in 2016 we're extremely proud of Bowling Green community and the 2016 Bourbon and Brew Fest we put on. Next year we're looking forward to another great year and everything that the community and the growth of Bowling Green has to offer to us. Happy New Year from Hangout Creative. Happy New Year.
What was great in 2016? Definitely the runs that we did. All the people that got to do them, and we got to hang out with them, and it's just so motivating.
Hey, remember that really cool house in Bowling Green who went all out for Halloween and pretty much turned their house into a film set for a horror movie? Well, we do, and we really loved it.
We have a spinning room. The spinning wheel in there was my great-great-great-grandmother's, and I'm not so sure the lady that's doing the spinning isn't my great-great-great-grandmother. But there are several small children that she seems to keep in there, and they don't want to leave.
I mean, if that's not dedication, I'm not sure what is. So kudos to them. I'll just say that the WNKY crew will be waiting patiently for next year to see the new decorations they'll bring out. Let's head down south, shall we? To Music City, the city of opportunity and where musical dreams come true. Also, where adults can be kids again around Christmas time. That's right, I'm talking about ICE at Gaylord Opryland Hotel.
Inside of ICE, there are 2-story tall ice slides, and it is the favorite room inside the attraction. You'll find families that are sort of camped out in there. The kids love going down the slides, and it's great for the adults too. That's part of why we give you this blue parka. It gives you just enough slip to get down those slides without snagging on the way down.
I mean, how cool is that? Literally cool. Well, that's probably one of my favorite holiday traditions is to visit ICE, and I tell you what, it's sure made for a fun but chilly shoot. And last but not least, since we're heading into a new year and I know a lot of you will be setting New Year's resolutions, why not add yoga into the mix?
Exhale back into prayer position, namaskar, and you're going to come forward, just a forward bend, flat back. And then the hands are going to come down to what we call monkey. Hands to the shins, you're going to look up, flatten the back. Staying forward bend, exhale, hands to the floor.
What a great way to relax, stay in shape, and put your mind at ease.
Hey Bowling Green, my name is Sue Perigin. I serve the community as one of your local city commissioners. The highlight of my last year was actually getting reelected to be able to serve you another 2 years. And I'll throw in one extra. My son graduated from graduate school and has a job. So that's also something I'm really looking forward to in 2017 is continuing the growth and development in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and continuing to be able to serve the community that was so gracious to elect me. And yes, I have the same New Year's resolutions as everybody. I'm going to take care of myself a little bit better, and I'm going to get out and use those greenways, and I'm going to get out and use those biking trails, and I hope to see everybody else out there. Happy New Year, Bowling Green.
Continuing our recap of South Central Kentucky news in 2016. It's a story of domestic violence. On Sunday, August 14th, 21-year-old Ethan Buckley allegedly stabbed his father multiple times during the 9:30 church service at Hillview Heights Church in Bowling Green.
Members of the congregation, along with the on-site security, were able to detain him until police arrived.
2016 was also a year full of extreme weather. Drought conditions for many of the southern states led to massive wildfires in both Tennessee and eastern Kentucky in November and December. Sadly, 14 people lost their lives in the fires that started in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and 2 unnamed Tennessee juveniles were to blame for the start of the blaze. But through the smoke came a generous outpouring of support. from local firefighters, businesses, community members, and even one area celebrity.
And to recover, we want to make sure that the Dollywood Foundation provides $1,000 a month to all those families that have lost their homes in the fires until they get back up on their feet.
The year also brought Warren County a span of inmate escapes. Anthony Embry on March 7th, Bates Cole on March 7th, Claudie Pedigo on June 10th, Daryl Taylor on September 2nd. These 4 inmates walked away while on work detail from the Warren County Jail, which led to us asking the question, why?
I don't think there's anything you could do that would make them more secure unless you, what you brought up earlier, handcuff them one-to-one to a deputy, and that would, that's not the purpose of the program. The purpose of the program is to help these folks, be ready to go back into society.
And it was a presidential election year, which meant lots of campaigning, and some Bowling Green residents got to see a former First Lady and feel the burn.
Bernie was like 5 feet from me. That was amazing.
I got a selfie with Jane, his wife, and kind of a selfie with Bernie.
And this last highlight of 2016 shows how some of our first responders might actually be superheroes behind their badges. 2 officers with the Bowling Green Police Department were the first on the scene of a large apartment fire on Lover's Lane back on August 13th. And without any hesitation or fire prevention gear, they ran into the blazing building, carrying out children.
It's one of those things that, the way that I put it, I couldn't live with myself sitting there watching it, knowing that there's possibly people inside.
Whether it is at the school crossings or running into a building on fire, overall we're here to serve our community, and I couldn't really explain to you why we did it. We just knew that it needed to be done.
If it happened to be during the afternoon or be 2 days later on my day off, you'd be talking about the same thing, just to a different officer.
A heartwarming end to a recap on a year full of local news.